This is 5 on your side at noon. Focused on you.
It is the day so many have waited all winter for, another season of baseball getting underway. It is opening day for the St. Louis Cardinals, although we'll have to wait another week before we can cheer them on in person. The Cards start the 2024 season in Los Angeles. They play the Dodgers first pitch at 3 p.m. Thanks for being here at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. Baseball's not the only thing that's back. Warmer temperatures are on the way, another sure sign of spring. Meteorologist Gary Frank is here for Jim today with the Weather First forecast. Gary.
Yeah, good afternoon. Just 1 week from today, honestly, you could say just about both days are pretty close to it. So it's not like we're missing out here locally as we have sunny skies after we started out with colder conditions. And of course, we are warming up just a little bit. We have clouds off to the northwest, just like we've had the last couple of days, but they're really kind of working their way into our area and falling apart or not really materializing to anything. But our wind has switched out of a warmer direction as we look at the arch. Not much movement from the wind once again, but it's out of the south at about 10 miles an hour. We're already warmer than we were yesterday with 58 degrees here at noon as we continue to work our way back up. Now, over the next few hours, we'll continue to work our way into the mid 60s, and that's where I think we'll finish at about 65 degrees. However, for tomorrow, not much of a nuisance when it comes to our weather, but Saturday and Sunday, we'll start to see at least chances for rain ramp up. Not all day, but we'll start to see opportunities for rain before another change into early next week. And that's what we get this time of the year, how that impacts next week's opening day and when we're going to see rain for your Easter weekend.
All right, thank you, Gary. We'll see you in a few minutes. New developments about a fight between two Hazelwood East high school students that left one girl with a severe head injury. St. Louis County Police say 8 more juveniles have been referred to St. Louis County Family Court for consideration of assault charges. A 15-year-old girl has already been charged with assault. She remains in custody. The fight happened not far from Hazelwood East High School March 8th. 16-year-old Kaylee Gain remains in serious condition after suffering a brain injury in the fight. This man is accused of recording videos up the skirts of women. St. Charles prosecutors say Timothy Fry secretly recorded video of partially unclothed women in restrooms and dressing rooms at various locations, including a hospital, retail stores, restaurants, and bars. One of the victims is as young as 17 years old. They say investigators found hundreds of pictures and videos he shot from his cell phone as far back as 2021. Fry is out on bond. A celebration of life will be held for Riley Strain tomorrow. He's the 22-year-old University of Missouri student who disappeared in Nashville earlier this month after getting kicked out of a bar. His body was later found in the Cumberland River. Family members say the only items found with him were a watch and shirt. His pants and wallet were not on his body when he was found. Investigators say a preliminary autopsy did not reveal any signs of foul play. There are no results yet from the toxicology report. A crash that killed 2 MoDOT workers on the job nearly 3 years ago in St. Louis County is now before the Missouri Supreme Court. One of the victims was 6 months pregnant at the time. 5 on your side's Robert Townsend explains the legal battle her family is now fighting.
She was just an amazing girl. She loved life, she loved her country, and she loved her family.
On November 18th, 2021, 25-year-old Caitlin Anderson and 58-year-old James Brooks were working on Telegraph Road when a car drove through the traffic cones and hit them. Both MoDOT workers died at the scene. Caitlin was 6 months pregnant. Her unborn son, Jax, also died. Michael Brown, a third worker, was seriously injured.
I just couldn't wait to see her be a mom. And I couldn't wait to spoil him. If they would have protected that work zone as the policy states, Caitlin and Jax would be here.
This accident had a profound impact on the entire MoDOT community.
On Wednesday, the Missouri Supreme Court heard oral arguments from both sides. There are several key issues, including what amount of compensation should Anderson's family receive? What's more, MoDOT claims Anderson's unborn baby was their employee, and the case is a workers' comp issue.
I was shocked when they came up with that.
Our attorney said it best, that he is a unique individual, and under Missouri state statute, as a unique individual, he is entitled to every protection that any other human being on this planet is entitled.
In a statement, Andrew Munwiller, the family's attorney, said in part, the case is now in the Missouri Supreme Court's hands. We have hope that justice will be done.
I feel that the Supreme Court's made of parents and grandparents, and I think that they'll do the right thing.
That was Robert Townsend reporting. Now, a spokesman says MoDOT does not comment on pending litigation. Today would have been Caitlin's 28th birthday.
I've sat here and I've listened to all of your amendments, but this one, okay, I'm drawing the line. No.
Tempers flare as area leaders work to figure out the best way to fight crime. St. Louis Mayor Tashora Jones and St. Charles County Executive Sam Ellman got in a heated debate at last night's East-West Gateway Council meeting. They want to create an advisory group to reduce murders in our region by 20% over the next 3 years. County Executive Ellman suggested St. Louis hire 10 more police officers before social workers are added to the board. Mayor Jones doesn't want another county dictating what the city does.
You can no more mandate what we do in the city of St. Louis's police department, no more than I can mandate what you do in St. Charles.
This mandates a group on
No. So are you going to mandate that Clayton hires 10 more officers?
We're not.
But you're not going to mandate that St. Louis City does either.
There are 6 dozen seats available on the board. The council added 19 officers and 18 elected officials. The rest will consist of business leaders, community leaders, and social workers.
I'm Travis Cummings reporting in downtown St. Louis. Yesterday, the Missouri House was busy tackling taxes. One of them could hugely impact the city of St. Louis and people who work here. Let's get into it. Bill 1516 would free some remote workers from paying the city earnings tax. The measure would apply to people who work remotely or by telecommuting for St. Louis city businesses and who do not live in the city. According to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal, if it's passed by Governor Mike Parson, these workers won't have to pay the city's earnings tax when filing tax returns starting next January. The House also passed House Bill 2432, which gives clearer criteria for senior citizens getting property tax breaks. They must be 62 or older, have ownership or equitable interest in a homestead, maintain liability for property taxes, and have no delinquent taxes owed. And both of these bills will now head to the Missouri Senate for further consideration. Reporting in downtown St. Louis, Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
The number of measles cases in the U.S. and Missouri is rising. The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services now urging parents to make sure their kids get the MMR vaccine. Doctors recommend children get their first dose around their first birthday and the second dose around the time they start kindergarten. Health officials say MMR has a 97% protection rate against measles, mumps, and rubella.
It's very important as healthcare professionals to validate their concerns. That doesn't mean you agree with all of their concerns, but you validate them and you understand that they truly are concerned for the well-being of their family or their children or their loved ones.
Missouri public schools are reporting a 90.5% MMR vaccine rate for kindergartners this school year. That's down from 95.4% in 2016. Investigators continue to search for answers surrounding the Baltimore bridge collapse. What we're learning about the cargo ship that hit the pillar. Plus, what you can expect at Busch Stadium when the Cardinals return to town next week.